the Weather Authority.
All right, hey, welcome back in. Our atmosphere is hot, it's humid, and it's bubbling over a little bit. A couple of isolated cells popping up for us here tonight. This is from our Chevy Chase Cam live here in Lexington, shooting out towards places like Winchester, where we've got some storms off in the distance bubbling up for us here. The bottoms of that showing up on our camera. Also on radar, you can see right over Winchester, there is an isolated thunderstorm that's producing some heavy rainfall. Not severe by any means. Frenchburg has one, Mount Sterling, Stanton, all in the vicinity. Danville, Harrodsburg trying to get a few in the zone as well. Very isolated in nature, just pockets of heavy rainfall. They'll pop up, they'll rain themselves out, they'll be done. And that's as far as it gets for us here the rest of tonight. A few more could sprout with how hot and humid it is. But look at the temperature difference. Mount Sterling had a storm, they're down to 79. Here in Lexington, still 93, still 95 in Richmond, and it still feels like in those areas 100 plus. Of course, the heat index still impressive even once we get under some rain, and that's going to be the story for us the next couple of days. But more heat expected again, of course, into tomorrow. Our heat advisory now until 8 p.m. on Thursday. It did drop, though, for feels like temperatures up to 104. A slight downturn because we are starting to see our heat break down. Still going to be toasty, still going to be sweaty. You're really not going to notice much of a difference until we get past the weekend, but nonetheless, the slow and steady turn is taking its way. We've got 74 for your overnight low, then it's back to the low 90s with the heat index above 100 for a few hours again tomorrow afternoon. Friday, the same story, slowly dropping, maybe another degree or two. Feels like temperatures still hovering around 100. Could see that heat advisory come back for us on Friday for a bit. We'll have to wait to see how that plays out. Of course, National Weather Service thinking about that decision. Then into Saturday, though, high temperatures below 90 for some of us. Heat index only into the mid-90s. So small improvements across the board as this heat dome breaks down. We'll really start to feel the difference as we get into next week. Unfortunately, our humidity doesn't really change much until mid to late next week. We'll see it tone down as we can finally get some different waves to come in, tap into it, and get rid of some of that humidity. But once we start tapping into the humidity, that means rain showers and thunderstorms become a possibility. Right now, better chances are going to be along the boundary. Again, right now, our atmosphere is kind of like a boiling pot of water, just bubbles up and spits out a couple of showers. Futurecast suggests that most of us stay dry again overnight tonight and into a good chunk of tomorrow. But much like what we have now, these little pop-ups are going to be possible for us as we go throughout the rest of our Thursday. Into Friday, there's an uptick in opportunity for us as we get into the mid and later portions of the day. Isolated to scattered thunderstorms become a possibility for us as a weak cold front makes its way close to us. Expect a bit of a more sporadic storm opportunity, and with that on Friday, a level 1 risk for isolated severe storms to bring damaging wind along with torrential rain. Of course, the next big thing beyond that too is Saturday through next Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. We'll have a chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then the humidity fades.